let you get back to running the school. Thanks a
My
lot.
pleasure, you bet. Bye-bye.
You got me rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling, Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann. Went to a dance, looking for romance. Saw Barbara Ann, so I thought I'd take a chance with Barbara Ann, Barbara Ann.
Well, we're here at Foster's Freeze, where for over 40 years kids in Hawthorne have been cooling off. And this is the very spot where Brian Wilson may have written "Fun, Fun, Fun" when he saw a girl in a T-bird go by. So let's go over there and just see if anybody remembers them. Hi, did you know the Beach Boys used to hang out here? So tell me, do people come in looking for the Beach Boys?
Yes, actually, I seen there like 2 or 3 times. Tourists from east and west, ask about, about the how Beach Boy hang around, and then some they want some souvenir from us to memorize Beach Boys, and then they searching for, Beach Boys, how they hang around and why, made it from the fastest freeze, and then just searching it, and then, so that's what I have.
So what do you give them for a souvenir? A little ice cream?
Well,
or something?
actually, not ice cream. What I give to them is napkins and hamburger bag,
So anything for a
and
souvenir.
also some cups, and then that's it.
So where are they from? The tourists. When they come
The
in?
one I think they're from Florida, and one from I think it's like Virginia side and West Virginia, and most sides is west.
Did you know that this was one of their hangouts?
Yeah, my dad told me when I was little, and so we've come here a lot.
So you come
To
here
reminisce.
and have some ice cream just like they did? What's your favorite Beach Boy song?
In My Room, which doesn't get very much exposure, but it's the best one.
Yeah, that's a good song.
There's a world where I can go and tell my secrets to, in my room, in my room, in my
Hey, I love the Beach Boys. Seen all the Beach Boys movies when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying?
On the beach you'll find them there, in the sun and salty air. The girls on the beach are all within reach, and with the boys tonight. Was back in Louisiana, just about a mile from a Texarkana. In them the cotton fields back home.
This is Hawthorne Middle School, where Carl, Brian, Dennis all went. It was a time for them of carefree, happy kid days. But all that was about to change as superstardom loomed on the horizon for them.
Over the last 3 years, as many as 500,000 people converged on the Washington Monument to celebrate America's birthday. The Beach Boys were the main event for 2 of those years, but Interior Secretary James Watt says the Beach Boys are a hard rock band and inappropriate for the 4th of July. The reason for the trouble, according to Watt, is that rock bands were attracting the wrong element.
What? I've just called in Ambassador Phil Habib to settle the Jim Watt Beach Boy controversy.
The president personally handed this to me after I'd visited with Mrs. Reagan. This is shooting yourself in the foot. The president is a friend of the Beach Boys, and he likes them, and I'm sure when I get to meet them, I'll like them.
We're very honored and proud to have you here at the White House, which is everybody's house. We were looking forward to seeing them on the 4th of July. I'm glad they got here early. God bless you all, and thank you very much.
This is 1211 Gravila Street. This was the site of the Al Jardine house before they tore it down to build this apartment complex. And if you come over here looking for it, oh, you don't even find a plaque or a marker or anything. And considering the Beach Boys had 22 gold albums, 5 platinum albums, and 3 multi-platinum albums, and such #1 hits as Good Vibrations, Help Me Rhonda, Fun, 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 and all those other good songs, it's amazing.
I come in late at night and in the morning I just lay in bed. Oh, Rhonda, you look so fine, and I know it wouldn't take much time for you to help me, Rhonda, help me get her out of my heart. Help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda.
We're here with Rosemary Orlando, who's the manager of the pizza show, and I understand you were around when the Beach Boys were here.
Yeah, I've been here for 38 years, and the place has been here for 45 years, and the owner is Gary Evans, and we're still blasting here and waiting for the Beach Boys to come back.
Great.
And play in our back room again.
Well, let's go inside and see what it looks like.
Okay. Uh-oh. Can you guys open the door?
They locked us out.
And that's where the Beach Boys played, back there. We used to move them tables from the back, and they used to play for pitchers of beer back there.
Catch him surfing at Del Mar, Ventura County line, Santa Cruz and Trestles, Australia's Myra Beach.
Well, we're standing in front of 131 110 South Hawthorne Boulevard. And the reason we're here is this used to be Melody Music, where the Beach Boys used to come in, check out the latest records. They sold pianos. You know, music stores back then sold records and pianos and musical instruments. So I know Brian was in here listening to the Four Freshmen at one time. Now it's going to be turned into a beauty shop of some sort. Used to be a bowling alley where the Beach Boys hung out, but now it's the Hawthorne School District offices of some sort, you know. Who knows what's going on over here now, you know, something to do with the Hawthorne schools. Back in their days, you could have a good time over here, bowling and everything else. We're here with Larry Guidi, who, in addition to being the mayor of Hawthorne, also works for the Hawthorne School District. Larry, have you heard about any type of tourist thing for the Beach Boys?
Well, ever since the craze came out in the new article about the Beach Boys, Hawthorne, California started a new attraction for Hawthorne. Tourists are coming around as they did when Pulp Fiction was filmed at the Hawthorne Grill. They wanted to sit at the booth where, the actual movie was filmed, and now we're starting to see a lot of it with the Beach Boys. Frosty Freeze is one of the places, the old bowling alley of where my office is located presently. It started a new move.
Okay, great. Speaking of the bowling alley, is there anything left of the old bowling alley that was here?
Yeah, they've really preserved it. The superintendent wanted to try to preserve some of the character of the building, so they left a lot of the open original beams that spanned across the alleys, which, it's really brought some character to the building. It looks really good, and it leaves some of the nostalgia when someone walks in and they say, hey, why wouldn't you, if you put a drop ceiling and cover this, and you start explaining or discussing why the building is there.
Has there been any discussion about any plaques or, monuments to the Beach Boys around the city?
Well, yeah, we're talking about putting a plaque in the sidewalk where their home used to be located until the 105 freeway came through and took away a lot of homes and happened to be one of the Beach Boys' homes.
Okay, and what's your favorite Beach Boys song?
Little Deuce Coupe.
Can you sing a few little bars of it?
I don't want people to turn this program off when I start singing.
We're standing in front of an auto parts store, Cragen Auto Parts. What's the deal here? Oh yeah, that's right. This used to be A&W root beer stand. Brian and the Beach Boys used to hang out here all the time. And this is probably where they heard themselves on the radio for the first time. Their first record came out, and they were listening to the radio, having A&W, probably a root beer float, and all of a sudden this song comes on the radio, and that's it. It was all history after that. But this is another famous landmark in Hawthorne, and it's not here anymore either. So, did you know there used to be an A&W store here?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't speak it.
Did you know it used to be an A&W root beer stand?
Oh,
here?
I don't know.
And the Beach Boys used to hang out at this A&W right here.
Oh, really?
You a Beach Boys fan?
Not really, no.
No.
Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those styles they wear. And the Southern girls with the way they talk, they knock me out when I'm down there. The Midwest farmer daughters really make you feel alright. And the Northern girls with the way they kiss, they keep their boyfriends warm at night. Hey, sing along with us right here. I wish they all could be careful.
It's been quite a day here in Hawthorne, touring all the sites where the Beach Boys hung out way back in the 20th century. Brian, Carl, and Dennis all went here to York Elementary School. Behind me are some of the original buildings where they actually went to school at. And Brian, he tours by himself now, as does Al Jardine and Mike Love. But their music will live on forever, as will their link with Hawthorne. And that's it for What's Up Hawthorne. Until next time, I'm gonna go grab my board, hop in the Woody, head out to Hawthorne Beach with a little surfer girl and a little surfer boy. That's it, aloha.
Yes, may I help you?
Is there a Brian Wilson here?
Yeah, he's upstairs in his room.
Are you Brian Wilson?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon, Mr. Wilson. We're from the Highway Patrol, Surf Squad.
Brian, we have a citation here for you, sir, under Section 936A of the California Catch a Wave Statute. Brian, you're in violation of paragraph 12. Failing to surf, neglecting to use a state beach for surfing purposes, and otherwise avoiding surfboards, surfing, and surf.
Surfing? I don't want to go surfing. Now, look, you guys, I'm not going. You get your hair wet, you get sand in your shoes. Okay, I'm not going. Come on, Brian. Let's go surfing now.
Everybody's learning how.
Come on a safari with us.
Come
Let's
on.
go. Let's go. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's go surfing.
Let's go surfing now, everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me. Come on a safari with me. Early in the morning we'll be starting out. Some honeys will be baking the scene. I load up my woody with the boards on top, and I put on my faded blue jeans, 'cause we're a come on baby, waiting to see. Yes, I'm gonna take you surfing safari.